Hey, what's up everybody? It's Joshua from Mana Beast, and today we're going over a Royal Paladin deck profile. This deck in particular is actually a fairly generic Altmile build. Just starting with our starter here, we've got the Shining Knight Milius, just used to start filling up the board right off the bat. Counterblast 1, move to Soul, get a grade 2, easy. Taking a look at grade 3s, of course, you best be running 4 foil Altmile. If you use a hoe, you're going to get your signed or your SP or your secrets out of the sets, but I am a poor man, so we're going to use the foil Blue Sky Knight Altmile. He's fantastic, and the reason I decided to build this deck is because of the consistent power with very little resources. Generation break 2, so as soon as you have 2 strides face up, your front row just gets +5 for existing. When you stride, counterblast 1, give +5 to 2 units, call 2 units from hand, which can proc certain abilities that require you to superior call. So Altmile all around has a lot of utility. Backup grade 3 is going to be Knight of Light Order. Now, a lot of people are trying to blend Altmile with Thingsaver, with Majesty Lord Blaster, when in reality, Altmile has his own set of support with all the new G cards. I'm running Knight of Light Order just as a generic grade 3. I rarely get to use her Brave ability because this is not a Brave deck. I'm considering taking her out for Knight of Twin Sword, which when it's placed on Vanguard Circle, gets another Twin Sword, Knight of Great Sword. And at any rate, it superior calls another grade 3 out of your deck and has Soul Saver ability. So just another grade 3 to make the deck run. Altmile is all about the grade 2 game and being able to superior call many grade 2s. So we are running 3 Knight of Refinement Benezel. When you have an Altmile Vanguard and you are at Generation Break 1, so off the first stride, when this is placed on rear guard, you counterblast 1, soul blast 1. You get to search your deck for a grade 2 and that is not named Benezel. Call to rear guard, and both units, this and the other unit, get +2k. We are running 3 of this because we are running 3 Knight of Twin Sword. This deck is fairly counterblast heavy. Most of your counterblasts will be spent by turn 4 or 5. Just because as soon as you start, you take your starter, you get what you need. You grab either Benezel, Twin Sword, you just start running with combos at the end of the day. So, running the 3 Twin Sword because once you have presence with rear guards, Benezel creates the presence. Knight of Twin Sword keeps it up and keeps it moving during the battle step. We are running 4 Knight of Fragment, the 11k attacker for, it's generic for all Royal Paladins, but it especially synergizes within Altmile. During your turn, if you have 2 or more grade 2 rear guards, this unit gets +2000, and when it hits a Vanguard, Soul Charge 1 and unflip a damage. So, and I run 11 grade 2s. So we have 1 Tech Gull. Tech Gull's ability is Soul Blast 1, rest the unit, add its power to the unit in front. It's not technically a boost. However, it can be moved forward or played early game when you don't want to commit another grade 2. If they have something like a Silent Tom or a grade 1 that you don't necessarily want to commit your grade 1 for, Tech Gull is there for any filler position he's suitable for. Breaking into the strides here, we run 2 Saint Blow Dragon. This is all pre-Fighters collection, so as of G set 6. So we run 2 Saint Blow in the event that Altmile does not kill them. We run 3 Altmile and 1 Transcending the Heavens. The reason for this is, number 1, it's a budget saver. Number 2, the difference between having 1 extra Altmile is it just doesn't matter so much because here's the way it looks out. So our other 2, before I go there, Godblade, Bliza. All sorts of situations that we can go through here. So the way it works out with your strides is you'll stride into Godblade first. If you need to put some power on, you can go Bliza if you feel like it. Or if you have a really crappy board, you can Altmile first and get a grade 2. But Altmile's ability, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost of flipping a copy. If you do, you may superior call a grade 2 and all of your units in the front row get plus 3,000. The unit called gets plus 5 if you have 2 or more units face up in your G zone. Now, Transcending the Heavens, which came out in G6, says counterblast 1, flip a face down copy and turn it face up of any G card, anything in your G zone. So if I have an Altmile Heart, which I should, it's an Altmile deck, so yeah. Until end of turn, this unit gets the inherited abilities of Auto. When you attack a Vanguard, search your deck for up to 1 grade 2, call it to rearguard, shuffle your deck, and that unit gets plus 5 until end of turn. Then, continuous ability, during your turn, all units in the front row get plus 2 for each face-up card named Aerial Divine Knight Altmile, which is this one. So ideally, because you only have so many grade 2s, and this deck focuses around being able to make multiple grade 2 attacks per turn, you'll stride once, and then you will flip the other copy with Transcending the Heavens, giving plus 6 to everything in your front row, which makes for relevant numbers. Plus 4, I tried playing with only 2, did not work out so well. I had trouble getting past that 16 mark with Knights of Fragment. So you'll call out a Knight of Fragment and have something boosting it. It makes easily for 23, 26. So that is the G zone. Moving into the grade 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 perfect guards. Yeah. We run 2 Knight of Reformed Peer. The reason we are running 2 Peer and not more is because there are times where you can build some insane combos, but there's nothing that fetches it out from deck. Your other grade 1 slots are more important for utility, but if you see Peer, he's an ideal ride target, standard 7k. But if he's still on rearguard, when you start doing the superior calling of grade 2s, this unit and the unit in front both get the plus 2 when you place a grade 2 in the same column. Moving into one of the MVPs of the deck, Headwind Knight, Salem. If I have an Altmile Vanguard, he counts as a grade 2 in the deck. And even though I end up running out of grade 2s really quick, he can still come out. When I have 3 or less cards in hand, he becomes a 10k attacker with an Altmile Vanguard. So he's super solid. I've been testing between 3 copies of Peer and 3 Salem, but it doesn't feel quite the same because I lose out on being able to make more relevant numbers. Benazel can call Salem from deck, and they both get the plus 2s. So there's really too much utility just being able to make columns with Salem. And of course, for our last grade 1 unit, 4 Laurel Knight Sisyphus, because you need to make sure that you are always on an Altmile Vanguard. If you're not on an Altmile Vanguard, you're gonna have a bad time. If you have to ride the Knight of Law Order, do so, and then try your best to ride into Altmile. But moving on to triggers, we run 1, 2, 3, 4 shiny critical triggers. When your Vanguard with Altmile and its card name attacks, you gain +5, and you draw a card. Fills the soul, lets you maintain other things. In the future, that'll be really good for Cultness, which is counter +1, soul +1 when you're brave. Have 3 or less cards in hand. It gets +10 in a crit if you have 5 or more rear guards, and then you can call up to 1 grade 2 for every face-up copy of Cultness. We run 4 other crits, 4 draw, and 4 heal. So that is my Altmile deck profile, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe, and follow us on Facebook for more information on Vanguard. Until next time, we'll see ya.